What's going on, everyone? It's Lo-Fi Noah, and today we're going to be talking about Borderlands 4 in-game. It finally got here. We finally got it. This is something that I was waiting on and what should have been the game since launch. But we finally got it, okay? Happy with it. Not complaining whatsoever. I got a couple gripes. I'm not even going to lie. I do got a couple gripes with it. But ultimately, I'm happy it's here. But even still, it's like they still did not do it right. I'm just, again, confused with what are they thinking for this game. Like, so very confused. Compared to the previous Borderlands games, again, over and over, I'm like, are we confused about what Borderlands is supposed to be? Like, are we just lost? But you know what? I think it'll be best if we start off with the positives. Before we jump into all of that, if you like the content, then feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button. Got some content that's about Borderlands, got stuff that's not about Borderlands, got stuff about Warframe, got stuff about not about Warframe. So if you like that stuff, tune in, subscribe. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Good news, fighting the boss is actually pretty fun. The mechanics to it, how you have to fight against it, even though I was annoyed with the boss, not gonna lie, and a lot of the times like I got like demolished by the stomping, me not trying to die to no freaking laser, all this stuff. I generally did enjoy the mechanics of how you have to deal with the boss. Really challenging, really annoying, which to me personally a raid boss should be. We shouldn't just run it over or one-shot it like most people who just spends hours and hours on end playing the game gets to do. I like the design of it. I think the design boss look good. Area looks really nice. And some of the new weapons are pretty good. And that's it. Like, that's like that is all I can really talk about on like the good side of it. The so much negative side of this boss, it just doesn't make sense. So first things first, when you're running this boss, in order for you to get the best loot, you have to complete it under a certain time limit. And bro, are we taking ideals from gacha games now? Like, bro, I remember playing a loot and shooter game called Outriders. I don't know if you guys have played this, but like when it first dropped and when you was doing the dumb missions at the end of the game, once you finally got to like in-game wise, you basically had to complete it under a certain time limit to get better loot. What are we thinking? Well, this is me post editing this. After Googling a little bit about Outriders, I found out that they actually took out the timer for the game, which is a awesome thing for in-game. So even then, they figured out that, hey, putting a timer for you to do in order to get good loot for a loot and shooter game is not a good idea. Anyway, back to the what is Borderlands 4? Like, again, this just doesn't make sense. The more and more I think about this, like, why would you lock loot behind a time limit? And the point of the game is to farm loot. Like, it's like at this point, bro, it's like they really just want to give up. Like, I'm so very lost by the logic, so very lost by the ideal thinking they have for this game. And don't even get me started on like gacha comment that I made. Like, bro, this only makes sense for like gacha games, and even then a lot of the time it still doesn't make sense. A lot of gacha games that do this type of mechanic where you have to beat it in a certain time limit just doesn't work. It just doesn't, because majority of the time the boss is a health sponge. There's no reason to be shooting it. It sponges up all the damage, and you have to run the most sweatiest, the most dumbest builds. And again, the whole premise of loot and shooter is to farm and make cool builds, whether they're in-game capabilities or not. It just doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, that's like my biggest gripe with this, is the time limit part. It's, what is the point? If we go to Borderlands 2, we go to Borderlands 1, we go to pre-sequel, we go to Borderlands 3, even with the raids, we didn't have that. We didn't have a time limit. Now all over something, we need a time limit for these particular, like bro, like, are we in the same time frame? Like, are we thinking about what Borderlands is? Are we in the same genre at this point? Like, bro, at this point, like, I don't even know if they even want this to even be a loot and shooter no more. Like, what are we doing? Like, for real, what are we playing? Randy Pitchford just needs to come out and say that he doesn't care about Borderlands no more, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Then on top of that, you lock it behind you getting to Mastery Rank 6. I said Mastery Rank like I'm playing Warframe, but Ultimate True Vault Hunter mode. Like, why would you lock it behind? Like, again, like this is what we wanted. Waited so long for this game, and this is what we wanted. It just doesn't make sense, bro. Like, The more and more I think about it, bro, I wish I didn't make that comment about Borderlands 4 was gonna be a good loot shooter game. I really like that comment has aged so well for me, so well, and no, it aged really bad for me. And again, the game hasn't even been out for a year. Like, I'm just so lost. After you do the raid boss and stuff, like, that's it. Like, after that, there's really nothing else to do. Like, we should have had the Invincible on day one. We should have had this boss on day one. They should have made it a time limit whatsoever. That's really dumb. And on top of that, which is still the most dumbest thing, and I don't understand why they haven't thought about this yet, why we still having these issues, why is this still a thing? And again, this has been going on for a lot of different games of the Borderlands franchise, and you still have not made sure that this should be the focus thing, to be the bare minimum to have. If you kill a boss and it's near the edge, my loot should not fall off. I do not care about the dumb loot and found system. That should not be what saves my loot from falling. The boss should just spawn my loot in a certain area that does not fall off the map. Like, we're like at the bottom of the barrel of, like, game wise, mechanic wise, like programming wise. Like, just make it make sense for me. Like, how does this make sense? Like, the more and more I think about, like, how do you even defend Borderlands 4? I'm so very lost about this game. Like, the more and more I talk about it, I love the game. Like I'm a person who played the game for a really, really long time. I grew up with this game. I found friends, and I'm like, bro, just this again, like, bare minimum, bro, bare freaking minimum. It's not hard. We're not asking for anything crazy, just bare minimum. It's like, bro, it's like pulling teeth with Borderlands 4. It's literally like pulling teeth with this franchise every single time. The last thing I want to talk about before, I don't know, bro, like how Borderlands is going, and we don't only have the first DLC, the actual DLC yet for the game. I'm just gonna walk away from it, bro. It's just gonna be remembered as one of those games that used to be really good back in the day, but that love, that happiness, that, man, it's just, I don't know, bro. Anyway, let me just finish the last part. The last gripe that I have with Borderlands 4, even right now, is still the looting system. It sucks. Compared to me personally, Borderlands 3, and also even Wonderlands had better loot system than Borderlands 4 right now. I still don't see no point of ever farming for anything in Ultimate True Vault Hunter mode. Even when we got 6, I really don't see no point of it. It's a headache. It's annoying. It's not worth it. Some people, including myself, have said that, hey, you get more of the framewares if you do the Ultimate True Vault. But again, at this point, like I stated in that previous video as well, you don't really have to play on Ultimate True Vault Hunter mode in order to get a lot of the framewares that you need. And half the ones that you do need, it's not even like locked at a certain level of Ultimate True Vault that you need to be. It's really like the weird ones that like only for certain guns. So I still don't see no point. Like, you just give yourself more of a headache. You really just want to like eat shards of glass for free trying to run that. But hey, they wanted to make your next level for your Ultimate True Vault to be the boss. Like, it's just tiring. It's very, very tiring. But yeah, that's my take on it. What is your thoughts, guys? How do you feel about it? I'm just gonna probably leave this with the gameplay going on with me fighting the Invincible. I truly don't care. I'm not building my characters to be top notch that just one shots or do crazy amounts of damage, but I was able to beat the boss. So without any further ado, I will catch you guys in the next one, and it probably won't be on Borderlands this time. So take it easy.